What's up, fam? It's your boy Pruitt. We're going to talk about Grady Hendrix's horror store. I love Grady Hendrix. Grady Hendrix never disappoints me. Every book's a 4 out of 5. This is, again, is our 4 out of 5. Grady Hendrix writes amazing short-ish, 250-ish pages, stories that totally trap you with a small group of characters in a great setting. The only thing keeping these from like awesomeness is you can't give a perfect score to something where you find tropes in. I say The Stand, Fahrenheit 451, Lonesome Dumb, the Samurai Japanese series by James Caldwell. I love Meg. I love Jurassic Park. I have tattoos. I say those are books that have changed my life. Those are 5 out of 5. So books that have made me as a person grow. Grady Hendrix doesn't do that. Grady Hendrix takes you to a haunted IKEA where you have to survive the night as mischievous little gnomes and prison wardens destroy the product and try to take you into an ever-devolving piece of darkness. Grady Hendrix, love it. But will it change your life? No. Is it a great read? Abso-freaking-lutely. $15. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that's each chapter. Well, that's chapter 13. That's unlucky. I'm marked for unlucky. There's a few artworks in here. I was trying to find one that are just simply great. But if you're into a haunted IKEA, let me run through the premise of this. Like the concept. I'm going to read this. Something is happening in the Orcs Furniture Store of Cleveland, Ohio. Every morning, employees arrive to find that I'm not going to pronounce these words. Bookshelf shattered, water globes broken, and graffiti on the walls to unravel the mystery. They must work 9 hours straight. Bum, bum, bum. An overnight tour of Orsk. It's IKEA. It is IKEA. It's about a haunted IKEA. There's a manager named Basil, and he needs to find why products are broken, why stuff is missing, why stuff's being damaged. So he gets like, hey, I need a couple girls. Ruth Ann, the senior manager. This girl named Amy, who he's kind of like, hey, let's just, you're good, you're up and coming. I know you need the money, so let's work overnight. That part gave me a Five Nights at Freddy's vibe, but soon you meet the rest of the characters, ghost hunters, a homeless man, stuff like that. And as the story takes place in this basically department store, all of us being in a department store, you can in your head sort of map what's going on real easily. But if you can't, like I said, this book's layout is amazing. Look at the map! It came with the map! I love maps. Map porn, thank you. Oh, maps. And then, like, God, I gotta show you one of these. Like, they find these graffiti markers, like right here. Man, you get, like, schedules. You get complaints. You get employee doctrine. For 250 bucks, I know more about this minute character named Matt than I know about my own second cousin. I loved this detail into this. I was totally drawn in. I did this in one setting, 250 pages. It only took me like 3 hours. Yeah. And that's also with taking a minute break to play some Donkey Kong, because that's my jam right now. I like retro video games. That was a lot of fun. But this was great. I love this. Like I said during the first part of the video, Grady Hendrix is a masterful craftsman of these kinds of stories. Just short, fun, scary stories that get you lost in a different character's life, that get you like moved into a different setting. I was really feeling for Amy, and I really found I like the Basil character the most, though. So, in my head, though, I read him like the bad guy from Breaking Bad and Far Cry 6. I don't know the character's name, but that's the guy I'm thinking of. You know who that is? Great comment. He runs like the big lab in the Breaking Bad movies, and at the end, Walter does his thing. But that's who I reminded Basil of. And then Amy, like the characters instantly mapped out in my head who they were and what they looked like. And I just was fully immersed in this. And that took me out of... I did physical therapy yesterday. I got another surgery, my third surgery coming up for this thing, and it took me out of my own head for a little bit. So that is perfect. But when I say give this guy 4 out of 5s, is because none of these stories are going to change your lives. Next year, someone's like, "Oh, did you read Horror Store?" I'm going to say, "I loved it. I thought it was great." "Did you read House Hell Haunted House?" "Great. Yeah, I loved it. How was But when I read The Stand, there's a chapter that always sticks with me. When I read The Dark Tower, that whole fucking book series, all the main 7 books stuck with me. Harry Potter has changed. Twilight. Those are 5 out of 5 books. Those books have. I say Twilight because a lot of people got back into reading because of Twilight. Even those 50 Shades of Grey books. Some people really ventured out of their comfort zone and read those, and they bought those, and people were like a little judgy, but you bought those, and they moved you as a person. Grady Hendrix will not. Riley Sager is a perfect example of this as well. I will read every Grady Hendrix. I will read every Riley Sager. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, let me tell you. Lock every door, change my world. Grady Hendrix, man. John Scalzi's another good example of this. But they're fun, they're great, and he's a masterful writer. But I will give this book a 4.5 out of 5. That's why I wanted to give it on Goodreads. I just gave it a 4 on Goodreads because you can't do halves. But a solid A. Not A+, but a solid A for Grady Hendrix on this. Great layout, fun characters, and a really cool story. And I loved how you landed that ending. This is a masterfully crafted ending. I'm actually on my way right now to go to the library. I have to walk because my leg. I only live like a mile from the library, and I need to get out and do some cardio. I'm chunkers. I need to lose weight. My cat is literally peeing on the floor in front of me. She has no fucks right now. No fucks. Well, that was a weird end to this fun video. Thank you. But this has been Josh Pruitt, and I'm going to leave that in because, like Grady Hendrix, life happens, and you just have to roll with it. This has been your boy Pruitt, guys. Thanks for watching. Grady Hendrix, thank you for writing this. I don't ever think, but I say that enough to the authors. Sometimes I judge authors a lot on small little critiques, like Steve Alton, who I absolutely fucking love. James Rollins, who I'm getting into. I will judge the minus thing, but not a lot of people ever say is just thank you. Thank you for writing this. Thank you for the people at I don't know who wrote this. I don't know who published this. Thank you for the people who published this. The people at Rolla, Missouri Public Library who mailed this to my library so I can get it. So thank you so much for all this. I appreciate it. I loved your writing. Thank you for telling me this story. But have a great day. Happy Saturday. Deuces.